the other thing on?
Plug this back in. Hmm?
The restream chat is on instead of the other one.
I don't know what you mean.
The restream chat is on instead of the Twitch stream or the stream elements. I swapped chats.
Yeah.
Maybe just restart.
Okay. Yeah, it says your live has ended.
Yeah. You didn't land on my phone. Okay, it says back on live. Okay. I think they're back.
Says I'm back. Oh, yeah, it looks much better here.
Lag.
And I have the overlay, but I can't read it so much on there, but I don't know.
You have it right there. You don't need.
No, I mean, if other people can read it, that's the whole point, right? To have it there?
Yeah. You can't really read it. Let me see my full screen. I can read it.
Yeah. And that's like, I think it's going to be weird in
You
TikTok
can kind of
probably.
read it a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
You can just put the eyeball on it. That's for like the restream chat. Just put the eyeball and close it and you can turn it off that way.
Sure.
Even if you're doing it now.
I'm not doing anything with it right now.
Hi, Izzy.
Okay. Well, I can see the chat on there, but I don't know if I'm getting chat from...
The other end of the thing.
Yeah, it only shows it on here as both YouTube and
I see the
Twitch.
I see YouTube. I don't see the TikTok.
Right.
Bald. Oh no, your child says you're bald.
I'm wearing a hat.
Nope, bald. Bald.
Does that not count?
Bald is bald.
Bald is bald, no ears? Oh no. Getting shamed by Izzy. Yeah, I see you in Twitch, Ash. Is anybody else in TikTok? Can you verify how that's going? Because it is a work in progress, for sure. I might just drop the TikTok feed and see, because that's the one that's maybe the problem child here. Okay, now I see Izzy's chat now. It says I'm currently live, so that's good. Yeah, still going. No clue. We're just gonna roll with it. It's fine. So the collars I'm making today are the waterfall spike cage collars. It's one of my favorite styles that I've made. I had the idea in my head to make these for quite a while before I actually went through and made them. And they've been very popular. I've got a lot of other styles too that I even wanted to realize for our other brands like the Pharaoh Merchant that are still TBD. No lag in Twitch? Bet. Okay, good. Glad to see. Thank you for verifying that, Ash. So the step I'm doing right now is going to be adding the buckles onto the end of the collars. I really want to get that overhead cam view so you can actually see what's going on as I make this stuff here. Yeah, we just came back from Anime Milwaukee, and I was able to play with Hibiki Daiko, which is my new taiko group, on stage on Sunday, which was the day for our exhibition for that. And it was really cool. It was my first gig with them. I played on about a third of the set, and yeah, excited to learn more and kind of polish off what I got going on with them. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah, whatever you need. I always harvest out of that stuff if you want to click out pieces. Is that what you're looking for? Toppers? Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff is fair game. In fact, you prefer any of those small pieces would be good for parts and pieces. Doop. Necklace got was from actual jewelry store. Okay, so for reals necklace. What finish was it? Did you get like some silvery stuff, some gold stuff, some chain, get some charms on it? Ooh, Nature Fox Therian, hello. Alex, yes, we do ship to Europe. That is one of the places that we're happy to go to. In fact, I want to go to Eurofurence really bad, actually. I've heard that show is really fun, and it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Ravi, hello. Welcome. Let's see. Samuel, hello. And Alex says hello. Not to be taken serious. Lost your wallet today with your driver's license. Oh, no. Best of luck to find that. Yeah, that's definitely a harrowing moment when you lose your valuables like that. You got to be able to get around. It's important. All right, I'm going to slowly move this. I don't want to bork any of my connections here. I'm like very wired in at the moment, but it's okay. We're figuring out. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, great shirt. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, for any of you, I got this Versus shirt. It was just a thrift find from given to me by a friend that they found it. And they're like, I know you're really into Final Fantasy stuff, so you might like this a lot. So I was really happy about this. I was like naming all the characters. There's a couple of here that are probably ones I don't recognize. I think it's like these bottom. This is definitely, I think that might be a behemoth, maybe. The bomb, this is a bomb? One of these is a bomb. Maybe. That bomb's over here. There's a magic pot. I don't remember the leaf guy here. Cactuar, Mimic, Flan, Chocobo, Moogle, Ultros, Tonberry. I don't know this flamey guy, but I'm pretty sure that's a behemoth. I don't know this little blue guy. Someone help me out here. It is a behemoth? Okay, good. Yeah, I have behemoth tattooed on my leg, so I would hope I know that one. Yeah, I have a whole video game leg tattoo sleeve that I had gotten done about a decade ago now. And this is like not every, but a lot of the childhood games that I had played on up to. It's got some modern games too, like Tunic is in there as well. Leaf Guy's an alien. Oh, from 14 NPC. Okay, that would explain why, because I played 14 a bit, but I was only in when they first launched it, and then I was out for a while. Like they did it, they pulled it back, they redid it, and they apologized and they say, hey, okay, here's the new 14. I was like, I saw where it was. I was like, this is really cool. I really enjoy this. And then I didn't play anymore because I ran out of time to play MMOs. So Ash's cut. Yeah, I know. Life happens. Yeah, your cat's asleep on the bed. Nice. Yeah. So the only one I don't know, then if you got the leaf guy, which one? This other flamey, fiery looking critter. That one, because this is the bomb. I know it's a bomb out there. Then which one is this one? Don't know that one. Check out the fit. I'm assuming that's Izzy in Twitch. I think it is. Yeah, because only Izzy says it that way. Sure. Check out the fit, head to toe. Even though I'm bald today, that's okay. So I've been really like my furs are not dyed right now, so I'm very, very faded and whatever. So, wearing my DS Fusion cap. I do these with spikies. This is one of the ones I took on tour when I was on tour with Angel Spit in 2016. It's got some patches I did, like some of the Pokemon Go patches and stuff, and I actually burnt a hole in it. Stuff happened. And so I patched it with a piece of like material on top. And then shirt that I got, FF shirt. It's one of the OG Pawstar printed hoodies we used to make decades ago. People have been requesting us to remake these. We might actually remake them. We'll see how it goes. Black trip pants, I've repaired several times, slapped patches on them, like you do, DIY. And then M285 New Rock boots on my feet. And today I am not totally not without accessories, so got my Shadow Wolf tail. I didn't even have my Hell of a Hound collar on, but I forgot it before the stream. It's all good. Leave it by the window. Go get eggs. Always get eggs. If there's one thing that I can agree with in this world is like never not without eggs. Is that right? Is that double negative? Always eggs. Yes. That's really what we want. Okay, so these ones I already stepped, and I think I put these ones down when I fit checked. All right, now we're good. Oh, so friend chickens, that's even better. So like I have a friend too that has a bunch of chickens, and all summer long I will be buying eggs from him because they're really, really good. You can tell, I think, when chickens are happy because I feel like the eggs really do taste better. I mean, case in point, Japan, all of their eggs taste better. The Twitch needs more emotes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we continue to add on. Like right now, just having like overlays with our stuff. Like, do you like the overlays down here? Is that good? Kuro and I put those on before our last session, so we're kind of figuring out how to upgrade it, make it better, a little better every time is the goal. So that, I want to add some more artwork on the walls. So if anybody has any artwork they want to send me, you want to have your stuff appear in our streams, feel free. Having chimkins. Yeah, I know, like Coral wants to have chimkins. You're in all the chats? I've only got 2 chats there. Let me take a look. I'm missing some TikTok ones over here. Was says meows. Never played Beacon Pines and def recommend it. Beacon Pines, interesting. Alex can go to bed. Heck yeah. Please go check out the shop. And is it for sale? Yes, it is for sale. Let's see. This kanji is so small I can't see your PFP, but oh, thank you for the coins. Appreciate you. It is for sale though. We're making stuff. Check us out on our website. Okay. Hilly, hello. I think that's everybody. Yeah, I'm kind of having to go back and forth between a couple screens to get my chat because it's not appearing where I need it to. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's going to be that for a little bit. Like, it is a moving target, a little better every time. It's all we can do is just try to do a bit better. Okay, so I got all my buckles set. Let me pull this back in a little bit so you can get a little bit of a better view. Great. And how are we looking over here? Cool. All right, all works for me. So I'm gonna put these in rows, and the way I do these is this is basically like a 3-row collar. And so the first thing I'll do is line these things all up, and I put spacers in between these because that will make up the gap where I need it to. Probably put this one in the middle. Yeah, I try to make sure that, because these are going to go on your neck, and your neck tends to not just be like, obviously like a tube. So usually tend to taper a little bit towards the top and a little bit bigger towards your collarbone. So the holes generally, when I click them out, will have a little bit of variation in spacing. And so I'll tend to take the ones with the slightly more narrow holes and put that at the very top. It's a really minor difference. I really don't think anybody else than me would ever notice, but it's a quality point that I really want to make sure that I can translate over so people know that they're getting something that has that handmade look and feel to it. Quality, you understand? All right, and to make my life easier, I made dies. These are just acrylic that I put push pins into, so this helps me mark out where I need to put holes. Yeah, add TikTok to Restream or fiddle with stream elements, 100%. No, we'll get it going. I am not deterred. All right, so I'm gonna mark these. I'm gonna mark them all at the same time. I find that doing multiple of the same step at once and just kind of doing it in batch process, even if it is small batch, is much more efficient than just like making one collar start to finish and then going on to the next. I'm really a fan of trying to be as efficient as possible when making things, just because there's just so much stuff that has to happen. You know, we got to make all the products. Y'all know how much stuff we make. So when you kind of multiply that out, we're doing this every single day. I mean, weekends we're usually at shows, but every single weekday we're open for operation making stuff. So then if you spend a lot of time trying to figure out how you can make stuff better, quicker, then you're really gonna be able to make more cool stuff and have more time to play. So that's, well, I'm always a fan of that. Gotta take what you can get these days, right? All right, so we're gonna mark these out. There's 6 collars in all. So it won't take me too terribly long to make these. We'll see how long we can crank these out today. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun customers coming into the Paw store lately, especially from local traffic, which has been really cool. We had a few people come in. We had a special sale going on the Sunday of Anime Milwaukee, and it was really cool to have people see at the booth, and then you got to come and see the shop in person and see how things are made. We do have an event going on next Friday. It's our Pawstar game night. It's our first one ever. So we're probably just gonna see if we can get some pizzas or some snacks and play some like tabletop games or card games, TCG. I want to play some Magic. I have all these cards now I've been collecting, and I have not played Magic in a hot minute. So I would like to go through and actually play a few hands. Granted, Arena exists, and so you can play the digital version of stuff, and it's pretty good. Like, I'll get it. But honestly, with all the new drops of the new sets coming out, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a super big fan of the, like, Lorwyn was okay. TMNT was not, I don't really appreciate it too much. Avatar was okay. I was actually kind of neutral about Avatar. But now I guess I heard that they're even moving on to the next one even after TMNT dropped. And I was like, all right, well, y'all need to settle down there a little bit. I forget whose property Magic is now, if it's Hasbro or whoever, but need to whoa there for a minute and let people catch up and breathe and enjoy the sets a little bit before launching the next expansion, for fluff's sake. Let's see. Don't have to eat. You've been eating everything in the house. Ash, do you have any ramen noodles? Do you have a tortilla? Do you need to make a Kylo special? You will go one day. We can play some games. It doesn't smell nice. What doesn't smell nice? Oh, you got candy for us. I missed that. Yeah. Ooh, Andy the Neko, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Andy. And yeah, I cannot see your username. The critter that has kanji in your username. Hey Chiquita, hello. Don't have to tell your parents you want to be a Therian. You already told them, but they sounds like there's a 2 of 2 coming of that. Welcome, critters, though. Really happy to have you on. We're making some collars today, and I'm just kind of chit-chatting about the nerdy things that I get into. All right. It's kind of like industrially wub-steppity over here. I really like this playlist though. For what it is, it's like it's in one of the like the royalty-free ones, but it's like 175 hours long, so almost guaranteed I'm not going to be listening to the same thing twice in any given number of streams. So I'm really happy for that. So there's some stuff like that that's pretty good. There's some stuff that's a little like whatever, but overall, like I'm actually fairly decent with it. I just can't handle a room that has nothing going on. More steak? You didn't thaw a steak, so we can't have more steak. Those are the steaks. All right. This is the last one we're going to mark, and move the rest of these out of the way, and then I'll just be hole punching for a minute so I can catch up on chat a little bit better. But it seems like there's not a ton going on. It's like I'm still trying to build up our YouTube and our Twitch channels. So in that effort, I would like to, you know, figure out how I can better promote that and get more content for everybody. Because I know it will take a while to build it. We never really streamed much on any of the platforms before, and I've only really started streaming on TikTok as of, realistically, how long has it been, Chad? Has it been like last year? Oh my word, Kuro spamming me with your cute emotes. You're funny. Ashes. Oh, Andy. Andy's 30 now. My word, what a time to be alive. Like, let's see, what was happening when I had turned 30? Let's see. I was 14 years ago? A hot minute ago. I was doing anime cons and not missing a beat of it. But I think I definitely was going out a little bit more in that time. Like I was still going to club because the place I had gone to forever and ever, Neo down in Chicago, they ended up closing. And then that more or less like unofficially ended my heavy clubbing days. Like I still have gone places, like not stopping, but like there's not as many opportunities. And I think that obviously after pandemic time, there's not a lot of venues anymore. So I think until we make our own place here and continue to make our own event space, counter space, that I think it will probably be a little bit light for me. I've got too many irons in the fire, too many things going on anyway, so. Ash follows on basically everything but a few things. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate the support. Anybody you can tell that is also on any of these channels, you can help us grow the channel, I would really appreciate that. We're really trying to make sure we get some more exposure too. Obviously, TikTok seems to have the best reach for us, and a lot of people see us on there, even though they've been kind of mean to me lately with this whole flagging thing. But whatever, I'll roll with it. I'm still trying to figure out here. Yeah. Who all is on. Like reading the data from the live studio is a little bit different. I think part of the problem is too, like it would be better, like right now I'm probably letterbox pretty thin. Or it might just be, that's right, I'm streaming everything horizontal because it doesn't do the multi-stream in the way it does because I need a different plugin, which of course is only available on Windows. Too much instant ramen? Try? Yeah, like there's definitely like a hard cap on that for sure. Like I know when I've had too much ramen, like there's a time, like you're saturated, you know, and then I'll be like, well, it's gonna be a minute. I need to like, you know, switch it up for something else. Eric joins the DFF after parties. You and your friends dance at like 3 a.m. each night of the weekend. So I will try to save some mana so I can do some of that, Eric. However, just as you know, like my vending shift is noon to midnight on the days. Is it okay? Like I'm thinking it's pretty small, but I mean, I don't know what it would look like on an actual screen. You have to kind of. I'll take and review it later on. Once we're done, I'll take a look at the stream summary and maybe see how intolerable it is. Like I really want to have the ability to stream to all 3 at once. I feel like that's definitely going to be where it's at for us. And better yet, obviously, when we get our studio set up, then we'll have like a fix. Then we'll be having the actual same as PC is on your phone. Okay. Well, I know that there's some of them. I know like YouTube also does like both vertical, so portrait and landscape simultaneously. You can simulcast that. I think that's for people depending on how they're looking at it. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm educating myself about it. But fairly well enjoying it, for sure. Following on YouTube? Thank you. Appreciate that. Abby, don't know how to tell your parents when to... Oh, Abby never finished. I need the rest of that. If you've got that comment, please and thank you. Dying to know. Okay, yeah, Crow's gonna bring their phone so I can see what it looks like. Yeah, basically what I'm doing right now is using my phone, whereas I was just streaming everything on my one phone. Well, that's obviously, you know, connected to one channel. Now I'm putting it, my phone is acting as a wireless webcam, and then I'm pushing that out to restream and then streaming that to the different platforms. Phone is Twitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where you're getting at with that, but it's all good. Yeah, overall, I think the next thing I really want to push for is another view. And that will not be too hard to do. Like, I won't be able to switch scenes quickly, but through OBS, I can at least switch like just to a different scene that has a webcam view.
It's fine. It's fine. You can't read the chat.
That's Twitch.
Yes, I said that.
How does TikTok look, though?
The same.
But I mean... Oh, okay.
The same.
Oh, okay, so all the things are below.
On my phone, I'll go on Twitch. Hold on.
Okay. Chotto matte kudasai. Yeah.
If I go on this on my phone, then it's going to turn it off on the PC. That's why I don't want to be on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Mite. Same.
Okay.
Twitch, TikTok, same.
Okay, it's not too bad then.
Exactly, it's fine. Then I don't even know why you wanted the other one. That's less. You see more with the Y.
You really do.
So it's your best, better.
No fruits, you've been eating a lot.
With the narrow, you can't even see chat. Don't do that.
Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, I've been eating probably a little bit less. Actually, Kuro, in the fridge, the tiny mini fridge, would you get me my shake? Please and thank you. Yeah, I'll take an orange half too. Thank you. Appreciate you. It's like, while you're walking away. All right, then this is my, the third one? I think it is. Lining these up. Yes. So I think it's going to be this. Yeah, just fussing over the little details, which I tend to do. There we go. That seems correct. Yeah, I've been trying to clean up my diet a little bit, even though having Kuro around, that critter does like some sweets. So by proxy, I've also had sweets. And I have a weakness for that stuff too. But I've also been trying to be a little bit better with my exercise, getting back into that, getting back into eating the healthy things that I know are good for me as well. Whole foods, cooking things that you need to. It helps. You'll feel better out of it. I promise. Let's see. Cute tail. Thank you, Carson. Preach. You're very cold. All right. I tend to stack these when I'm done because they all are now kind of keyed together. So like the markings on them will match for that collar's markings in the order that I put them in. So I kind of got to be careful when I lay these out so that way I don't get things out of order and inadvertently cause it to look, you know, it won't look bad. And once again, this is just me fussing over the little details, but it will not be like maybe line up the way I wanted to, or I have to like, you know, it's like the whole measure twice, cut once adage. So like the more time you spend actually make sure that you do it right. Sometimes you got to stop and think about it for a bit and kind of analyze your situation. But yeah, I think doing that, then you're not like sending your problem further down the line, which that's never a good thing to do. Ash, got a little chunkier instead of you being 120 or 126. Not bad for your height. I know you're pretty tall, and I don't think you're necessarily what anyone would call chunky, Ash. But that's okay. Like honestly, as long as you're healthy and happy for your body weight, like that's really subjective. As long as you're able to do what you need to do in your daily life, then that's what's really the important thing. A little bit of glitches. Yeah, please let me know when it's happening. Ooh, Andy's on here too. Cool, bet, thank you. Yeah, well, we're trying to get it to a bigger amount, a more robust following on there, so we can have more things, more content. Yeah. Ooh, thank you, appreciate you.
So me and AC were talking today.
Yeah.
And we were having a conversation about orange slices.
Orange slices.
Yeah. So basically, the way it went was like the bar is so low that half an orange feels like heaven.
Yeah, for sure. No, like when you get orange, it's very like pulpy and like has like there's not a lot of flavor to them. Those are like whatever.
Oh no, we meant more like.
But these little ones, these little cuties, these are tasty. They're very citrusy.
No, basically we're just saying like the bar's been so low in terms of relationships and like partners that receiving half an orange from somebody.
Oh, I see. Is just that love language thing. Like, yeah, I get it. Now I understand where you're getting at. Ash is 5'6", and you say chunky because it's more than you regulate. Well, I tell you, no one's gonna be more sensitive to your fluctuations in body than you are. Obviously, it's your body, so you're gonna notice things a lot quicker than anybody else will. Yeah, it's for me too. Like, I'm gonna say, "Oh, I'm chunky," and then Kuro's like, "Where are you chunky?" And then she's like, trying to find out there's no chunky, you know. But for me, I see it.
I don't. I see skin and internal organs.
all the foxy meat parts, yeah. Yeah, here's a steak over here. Here's the riblets. Yeah. As you got those animal parts with all the diagrams, you just see that like here's the parts. Yeah. All right, so putting the holes in these colors, and then the next part we need to go over to the clicker press, and we need to make all of the vertical portions because these are horizontal, so it's like a trellis, right? Like a garden trellis, and so it has all the pieces that run horizontally, and it's got the pieces that run vertically too. What am I missing over here? Let's see. It's so small. Pofia? Welcome. Hard to read the cursive text when it's so small. Oh, here you go, goat. Everyone said you're super skinny. I think that I agree with that assessment, Ash. Especially because you're young, you're going to be growing more, and you're going to be maturing a bit more over time. So, your body physiologically will, catch up. So, you'll grow taller, and then you'll put on some weight, and you'll grow taller. It's like that's what happens. That's the age you are. So.
You're at the age of high metabolism.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So, it's all good. Just learn to love yourself in whatever forms you have, and anything that's within your power to change, then change that. That's all good. But generally, you should learn to love yourself. Like everyone's got different qualities and details about them, but that's what makes people so unique and special anyway. So, I always say, we're dealt different hands. Just kind of roll what you got the best you can. And Andy the Neko has been working on more songs. Nice. You gonna post them up in the server, Discord? Yeah, if someone wants to drop the Discord server, that'd be pretty appreciate. If Ash has that. That's usually Ash's thing. Katsy, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we're making some collars today and kind of chit-chatting. Leatherwork with a fox. Got my background music a-running. Like the... What? Ash is going to be turning 15 this year. Nice. So close to that driver's license, Ash. Bet you're going to be so excited to be able to have some wheels and be able to be around on your own time. Cool. Thank you, Andy, for posting those. Appreciate that. Cold? I mean, we did. Okay, so Monday, I'm sure a lot of other people experienced the same thing. Monday was like all sunny, like, oh, spring is here. And today it was just like cold, like fluff and windy.
It snowed the other day.
Yeah, the fluff and windy, the fox. Yeah, it's going to be that pretty much. And it was just constant. It was so bad that the wind blew over. Like my pop does astrophotography and viewing, and so he had one of his older telescopes that's been up in the lawn for a while. It blew over, and this is not a light telescope and mount. Is probably close to 50, 60 pounds, and it just blew right over. It's like, all right, well, that happened. You're trying to sneak in.
45-mile-per-hour winds can blow over a semi-truck.
Yeah, well, they're like a big moving wall, so it's like that kind of, I've seen it, especially going through the Dakotas. You know what that's like. Those are get some strong winds there.
I just want to see the chat.
It's really if you're empty, 45-mile-per-hour winds will blow you over instant. But like,
Yeah.
if you're loaded, it don't matter.
Yeah, no, you need that kind of weight, and that's why I'm really glad too. When we travel, we have all our grid walls on the bottom of the van. It really lowers the center of gravity for those vans, especially Gigapox. It's so tall. Yeah, we're gonna be getting snow tonight. Yeah, we're gonna be getting snow over the weekend, and I need to travel up to the Baird Center in Milwaukee to go do that. So, it is what it is.
Am I gonna get my salty ice cream?
Oh yeah, TikTok couldn't get a link for it. Yeah, was it?
Salty ice cream.
You want salty ice cream?
Yeah, they have that MSG ice cream, remember?
Oh, Milwaukee. We can get on the way in tomorrow. We can stop, because it's like, that's right, but you can just walk. We'll park and over and walk and get you your ice cream that you didn't get during Anime Milwaukee, so you can have your ice cream. Yeah, Ashley's mother Kuro ears. That's funny. Yeah. She was trying to poke her little whisker snoot over there and see what the chat was looking like. Yeah, I wish I had the TikTok chat in there though. That's kind of, because then it would also show TikTok chat on the overlay.
Do you want me to like fiddle with it?
I don't know what you can really do with it.
We'll just have to fiddle when we get home.
Yeah, we'll play. Like I expected it was. Right now it's at 0 out of 3, and then it popped out of 2. So I think it tried and it failed out. So maybe TikTok is not giving
Did
the.
you check for like the authority permissions or whatever? But remember we had to wait for that.
No, that otherwise it wouldn't let me stream at all. Like that was approved. And that's why I'm already streaming on here. I like restream it was connected.
You had to get approval for the restream thing.
I did, and it did. It's right there.
I'm so confused.
It says streaming currently. I have TikTok live
Streaming,
monitor.
Yes, but okay. Let's try again. You had approval to stream, but when you wanted to use restream, you had to get a different approval for restream to get access to your chat. And we were waiting for that approval.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What are you touching?
Nothing. I just refreshed my my live studio, my TikTok live studio monitor. Now you want ice cream a lot. No, I did the same thing too. I was kind of craving some naughties, and so my usual, like if ever I'm like, okay, I really want a naughty ice cream, is I go get the Ben and Jerry's, everything but the, it's like kitchen sink. They don't say kitchen sink, but it says called everything but the ... And so you know, it's like it's got all sorts of like fun things. It's like a game.
What's the fish one?
You can excavate. Oh, fish food, fish food, PHISH, fish food.
Chocolate fish.
Yeah. No, that one's. I never actually had it. I've only seen it.
I'm really confused as to why you like the everything, because it's got peanut butter cups in it.
It does. Well, typically, okay. So typically, I don't like peanut butter. Not a peanut butter critter. However, frozen or cold peanut butter, I actually like quite a bit. I'll put like my Reese's peanut butter cups in like the freezer, and then I like them. But like warm peanut butter stuff, I'm like, you know what? I used to hate it. Now I've like kind of just trained myself on other things, working up to peanut butter.
Peanut butter cookies?
Peanut butter cookies. I still don't like peanut butter cookies. Like, okay, so my mom used to make them, and of all the cookies she made, I never liked them. Never did care for them. So I like her chocolate chip cookies, but not her peanut butter cookies.
Chocolate chip and a cold glass of milk, though.
I don't know.
That cold glass of milk
Yeah.
kind of make it hit different.
Eric's favorite is Ben and Jerry's coffee buzz. That sounds good. Yeah, I would be all over the coffee ice cream. Okay, so all right, chat. What is y'all's favorite ice cream if you've got one? Now that we're kind of on the topic of this. Oh no, Ash is hungry. It only has vanilla ice cream. It's so sad. You're like, I have ice cream. Oh, it's just vanilla. You just like close the fridge, just walk away with the sad Charlie Brown music behind you. Yeah, for real. Custard? Cops custard. Oh, I've not been to Cops in a minute. Yeah. Ooh, that's dangerous. Danger city. I'll take you up to Cops. No, in the summer when it's nice because they have the outdoor seating there and it's really pretty. They have a little courtyard area and little stone benches and stuff. It's a cool experience. I would definitely take you.
Luckily, I don't like ice cream that's cold, so happy you're not eating.
Yeah, those ones. Well, I guess yeah. You got the other ones. Moose Tracks. Yeah, Moose Tracks good. Let's see. Katsian, hello. I wonder if you're still here. Yeah, I think. Got rid of my chat. Lol. All right. Fun with that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Learning. Vanilla and Rocky Road. Yeah, that's so yeah, so I for me, I guess if I have any additives, and normally I don't even need them. But they have like when I used to be a kiddo, like one of my favorite things was to use like the magic shell. That was pretty good. And it's like not the best for you, whatever. But just that crispy crunch on there when it gets cold, like that was pretty good. Like textures. But no, the reason why I really like the everything but the kitchen sink one, even though it has a peanut butter whatever, it's got a bunch of different kinds of things embedded in it, as well as like it's kind of like a swirl of different ice creams. So you got a lot of variety. So it's never really the same bite twice, which is nice. But aside from that, like I'm pretty open to different kinds. But yeah, the coffee ice creams are pretty good too. Like I'm here for it. All right, I'm on my last one, and then we'll go over to the clicker press and we'll make some verticals. So those are gonna be the parts in the middle that hold everything all together. Durian ice cream, interesting. I have had durian in a taco, but I've never had durian ice cream. That's interesting. I wonder how the flavor translate. I'm kind of curious if it would be, yeah. I'm intrigued now. I don't even know where I would be able to buy durian ice cream. That seems like a very, I would have to go to a specialty shop to get it. I would be almost certain. And I'll do some other things too. Like sometimes if I have it's like a boring vanilla, I'll throw like some lavender syrup on the ice cream, and that's pretty good. Or like do that and then throw I crunch up some walnuts or something, so it has like a little bit of texture in there. There's plenty of things to do. All right, so this part's good. Let's go ahead and click out some other pieces. Before you can eat gluten, you love the half baked with brownie batter stuff. Oh my word. Yep, that's naughty and tasty. Sorry, Ash, didn't mean to make you extra hungry. All right, rotating, but staying generally plugged in. I'm gonna be over here making some pieces for the collars. I wanna bring y'all closer. I think I've got the battery to do it because I've been plugged in for a minute. I just wanna make sure I got a decent charge of it so I didn't have dropout or anything. I need this die and this die. Okay. Woo. Ooh, Bob's on. Hey, Bob. You made it. How's it up there at the horror? Hopefully y'all staying busy. No, you opened a bit of that one and switching to battery power. Okay. Those are all my plugs, I think. All right, let's roll y'all closer. There we go. Yeah, once I have fixed webcams, I'll make this part a lot better. But meanwhile, this is pretty good. I'm pretty good with that. Of course, there's something, I think the floor might not be level here. I'm your background noise. Nice. I will continue to be your background noise. Thank you for tuning in. It looks like Bob's on Twitch, which I would expect, honestly. Durian is good. All right, I'm gonna have to look for that now whenever I go places. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. All right, let's get some pieces for our verticals. I have lots of these. I was cutting down. I was making some, like the horizontal parts for these collars. I have all these pieces for that. And I've got some other scrap here. So this part, I have dies I can use to make, click out the pieces for these. So that's a 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch. So there's a variety of sizes on this, which is what makes them kind of fun because you got, it's like kind of chunkier in the middle and it gets thinner as it goes towards the size of your neck, which I was really happy to, you know, to design this out. It was a fun project. The other thing I need to do whenever I'm putting things through the die is be aware that as I'm strapping leather, different parts of the hide are going to have different consistencies too. So I guess describing how the leather actually functions as a material, you got cow sides. So it's got the top starting at the spine going on towards the belly, and that constitutes one cow side. Now, there's the different fibers, the thicknesses of the hide, and when you have the parts of the leather that are towards the back of the cow, the fibers tend to be more aligned like this, and they're kind of running in rows, so they're very rigid and strong, which is what you really want ideally for a collar, because you don't want it to like stretch or deform too much when you're using it, wearing it, yada yada yada. So when you work towards the bottom of the hide, you get towards the belly, then you notice that the fibers, instead of being aligned up like this, they start to be more like this, and so it's more like a lattice, which in plywood or something, you figure it's gonna be much stronger. However, in leather, not the same too. So that actually means the leather will stretch out quite a bit more. I don't know if you even have an example. Well, you have to believe, but yeah, so it's definitely not suitable for collars. So you need to really watch that as you're going through the hide and looking out and grading different types of leather. Oh, sorry, Ash. I don't know, you don't have any food in here. I'm talking about food. That's okay, I'm hungry too. I was gonna have a protein shake, so don't feel so bad. I also don't have much to eat other than an orange and a protein shake at the moment, so maybe go see if you can go convince somebody to take you to go get some foods. Let's see if I'm missing anybody here on TikTok. Was on the way back. Jack, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I apologize. I keep having to bop over to a second screen to check all my secondary chat for TikTok. It's not pulling into Restream for some reason, but we'll figure it out. We're getting there. So every time I use the clicker die here, I'm able to make 2 more straps. The vertical pieces that are going to go on the sides of the collar. These are more toward the outside of the neck. So yeah. So I'll usually put them in like little piles. That way I kind of like have one pile for each collar. It makes me stay a little more organized, because otherwise I tend to forget where I'm at when I have like count numbers of straps and there's multiple sizes per collar. It gets to be a little confusing. So my system of organizing is tend to make little piles of things. May not work for everybody, but it tends to work pretty well for me whenever I'm doing some crafting. Aside from that, I have other things that I use to kind of keep things organized too. Things like what I call the choop choop bowls, which are basically like little wooden bowls you can get at like any kind of craft store or like a thrift-em. And I tend to put all my hardware in those for when I'm building collars, harnesses, etc. Already ate Mexican earlier? You don't have any leftovers, right? Yeah, I have been trying not to eat out unsuccessfully. So yeah, because of the nature of just having been doing like Anime Milwaukee last weekend, and we were out the door early in the morning every day just to make sure we got to the con at time. We had a lot of quick trip on the way, so lots of like breakfast Sammies that are not necessarily the best. They're tasty enough. But that's kind of what you got to do when you get up there early in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 collars. Okay, that's all done with the 1/2 inch. I can move over to 3/4 inch now. Yeah, one of the advantages, though, of being able to do a local con like Anime Central or Anime Milwaukee for us is that I get to go home and sleep in my own bed at night, and that is amazing. I'm here for it. Your family doesn't do leftovers? What? I am made of leftovers. In fact, I eat everybody else's leftovers. I'm like the Foxy garbage disposal of the house. Like if it's sitting in the fridge for another time and it doesn't have a name, it's like no name, fair game. And since Fox will nom 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 it to death. So aside from something like I know someone's got something special in there, I'll try to keep my paws off of that. But there's definitely a time limit. If I know something's gonna probably start to go, then you know I start to start to scavenge on things in the middle of the night, like I do. All right, see if I got anything over here. Nope, samesies. All right. So now I changed over. This actually uses the same top portion of the plate, but the bottom changes out. So this one makes it slightly wider. So first one, 1/2 inch. Second one, 3/4 inch. There you go. So that's where we're at right now. And every now and again too, I tend to clear out all the little niblets. I call them fox pellets, euphemistically. So that way I don't break the dies inadvertently by having too much pressure in them. All right, so this piece, I don't know how I feel about this piece. It's slightly wavy. I don't like it. Goodbye. But I do need to find pieces that are fairly uniform for this portion because it's a high visible front part of the collar. So you want to make sure you're presenting a good piece of leather. Because like the leather I use is really good quality, but there may be inconsistencies in where it's at in the hide, or it may have like a brand mark on it, or the cow wandered into a fence or something, like a barbed wire fence. That happens. That's also one of the reasons, for those of you who do leather work, that if you ever go to price out European leather, it's usually priced at a much higher rate because they don't use fences when they have their cattle fields. And so there's not any of the barbed wire damage you'll see on the cows from that. So if you're ever pricing out leather from Europe and you wonder why it's so expensive compared to US leather, that's precisely one of the reasons why. Also, I think probably the amount of like land that they have too, where they graze the cattle at, they probably have a little less, square footage. I know we have a lot of cattle here, although probably not as much as like Spain or another country that are known for that. But it's a fun material to work in. I like how versatile it is. It's really fun being able to make a really pretty finished product out of just a base material, and then it becomes something beautiful and something that people are going to enjoy and be able to have for a long time. So I like that. That's great. Fox pellets. No, that was the joke. We had a friend. He used to do music for us. Is like not necessarily for us, but he did music, and the joke was like, he called him fox pellets, and I was just gonna mail him a bag of fox pellets. He'd wrinkle his nose at it whenever I would say that. It still makes me laugh as I think about it. So as I'm looking at these, I want to make sure that the face of them all looks good. And as I'm clicking the pieces out, then they'll be suitable. So I've almost got all the pieces I need, and then I've got to bevel these pieces to go on the front of the collar. There's a lot of steps that go into these, but honestly, I really feel like they're worth it. These are among my more intricate builds, although I've really started to get into doing leather-lined collars. So the leather collar itself, like the Hell of a Hound collars, those are an example of a leather-lined collar that I make, and I really like them. They're fun. They look pretty. Yeah, I love tacos. I love tacos too. I think it might be time to do a taco night at home at some point. Okay, so for those of all you who do like tacos here, hard shell or soft shell? And if soft shell, do you like corn or the corn or wheat? Or the corn flour tortilla? Corn all the way. I like the corn tortillas too. I didn't used to, like as a kid, we had like the hard shell corn tortillas, or the hard shell corn tacos.
You just didn't grow up in the South, that's all it is.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm a Wisco disco critter all day long. I will be the first to admit that. But
when I came out of the womb, they just hand you a pack of corn tortillas.
Right, there you go. Yeah, I'm all over it. I think it might be time to have a taco night soon now. Maybe when the raccoon gets back, we'll have a taco night. That'll be a fun celebratory. The weekend is over. Everyone can relax. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Can we get some?
No, I'm saying that's all they'll want. Meat and cheese.
Oh, meat and cheese. Yeah. But I want to get some like queso fresca, the white cheese, like, or that, or some Chihuahua cheese. Those are good. Yeah. Here on Twitch, you'll probably really get hate. There's a lot of furries on Twitch. Good. Yeah, I was wondering how that'd be. I know that YouTube tends to be a little bit more like all general audiences, and whether they do or don't like what I'm doing, whatever, I'm still gonna be here. Yep, that's the bigger one. The only use the little one on 1/2-inch size. Crunchwrap Supreme, yummy. Talking about some taco with a bell. What else we got here? Need to try Milwaukee Tools. This brand is good. Oh yeah, I have Milwaukee Tools. And Mountain, hi Mountain. Glad you made it in. I'm splitting my chat between a couple of different screens, so I might not get to my TikTok chat quite as quickly. So thanks for your patience. I'm still kind of learning. I'm actually streaming on 3 platforms at once for the first time ever, actually. So the fact that it's working at all, I'm here for it. I'm pretty happy about that. All right. Yeah, I think I'll have so many extra pieces of this 1/2-inch strap left over that I might as well make some harnesses, the basic femtop harnesses while I'm at it. Okay, so these are done. It's a big old hefty box of pieces. I need to come up with another 3/4-inch harness again like I used to have so I can process these through and start making harnesses again. But the fact that I'm actually mobile and I have multiple things going at once for streams, like that's magic to me. Like from where I first started with just the one screen and just on TikTok, like this is great. I'm here for it. Cool. Bloop. Perf. All right, and so we've done the outers, the second to middle, and now we're gonna do the middle piece, which has a graduated 3 rings, and that's the waterfall portion of the collar. So now we're gonna make the part that is the base for that, and then we're gonna click out the piece. Well, that's not clicked out, that's just like cut to length. And that serves as the vertical that holds all the rings onto the base plate. Gonna get mac and cheese and put taco sauce on it. Yummy. I'll miss you, Ash, but you'll be back. That's marked a little bit. Like, I wanna make sure like these look really nice too, because you'll see all these quite a bit. All right. Bloop. There we go. Great. GR8, great. I might be able to get 2 out of this. This one almost feels like it has a little bit of a twist in it, which is interesting. Not a twist, a curve in the leather, which is not like a deal breaker, but especially since it'll be connected on so many points. But over the long haul, like it's such a short piece, but on like a long strap, like on a collar, it wouldn't work. It would just be too much. So I'll just need to click out 6 of these once again, and that'll be all the pieces that I need to make the verticals of the collars. All right, and 4. Yeah, I'm eager to get back into design mode again. I still have a collar that I need to make for Kylo. Has been requested to make a collar for them, and I got it. I started making it, doing design work, and it's just been crazy for me lately. So I'll get there. It's still in my design tree. It's still along the development path for me. There's 5, and I think I maybe, yes, maybe no. It's really close. See if I've got enough I can squeeze one more out, but I have a feeling it's gonna be just shy of what I need. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's missing a little bit too much on the top for my, I wanted to, I really tried to, but just couldn't make it happen with that piece. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you get lucky enough and you're just like, the amount of extra leather strap you have at the end is just perfect. All right. So that's the 6 of all of those. So all of my vertical pieces are now clicked out. We can head back to the bench and I'll start beveling these and we can get back to light chit chat. Chitty chat, kitty cat. Yeah, one of my friends came into the store the other day. He had brought his kitty cat and nesting in his hoodie hood, and in my words, adorable little tabby. I don't know. I like cats a lot. They're fun critters. I like puppies too. There we go. Bet. I'm still trying to see where we're at with things. Hard to say, like this. It won't even tell me really who's on. I can see some comments here, but I don't know who's all viewing. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I got those 3 pieces, and these are gonna be the parts for the other 3 collars. Occasionally I like making these in special color formats and doing like 2-tone options too, so I like to change up a little bit, otherwise it gets kind of a little bit dull. And it gives people an opportunity to get some things that are more of a one-of-a-kind too, which I really like. But there's never a shortage of stuff to make, and I'm still designing things too. I have my first Ren Fair of the year will be coming up at the end of April for the Fairfield, Iowa Ren Fair, so I'm really excited to get over into that one and see how things go for us. All right. So what I'm doing here is just adding bevels on the corner of these. It's something we've done forever and ever, and just basically makes it a little square. Like instead of being like a square point, just a bevel. There we go. All right. Yeah, I find doing leatherworking fairly meditative though. It's really about the process, but I find that once obviously you build the muscle memory and you're doing the things you know, you have to think too hard about what you're doing aside from just making sure you get the right quantities and colors right. But then aside from that, it's just a matter of, you know, letting your hands do the work and letting your mind go where it wants to go. Hey, Wes.
We're done for the day. We nearly got everything.
Okay, almost done now.
We even brought everything, including the kitchen sink.
Literally, nice. Heck yeah. Oh, grab
That
these.
sink that was suggesting for the one thing was really nice.
Oh, good. Heck yeah. Well, good use out of it.
Oh, and by where I have the planks, by the what you call room working with the lights.
Mm-hmm.
The pink foam I was suggesting we should use on the roof.
Yeah.
I found some of that there.
Oh, cool.
And I put it over there so you can see what it looks like.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go take a look at it.
It's about 4 feet wide, about 50 feet long.
Bet. Appreciate it. All right, so the beveling process takes a moment. And then the next step that I'll be doing is going to be taking a bunch of the rings and actually starting to install rings and putting hardware on the collars so we can actually assemble them. These are built a little bit differently because all the verticals, the center pieces use rivets, but then the outside pieces will use spikes, so there's quite a bit there. Okay. Looks good to me. Ooh, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right. So I'm about halfway through this, a little over halfway. And then I need to go and get some more, get those 1/2-inch scrap pieces, because that's what I'm going to use to put the rings on. So I'll go take a jaunt over to my hardware shelves and grab the pieces I need, and then we'll start installing hardware. This is like I guess probably about 2/3, maybe 1/2 or 2/3 of the collars is like doing all the prep work and like kind of making all the blanks. And then the final bit is all the final embellishment and finishing off. So I don't mind it though. I could see how if someone did a lot of these over and over, it would get kind of tedious, but I really don't mind the process at all. It does not really bother me. And the fact that I get to share it with y'all so you can see how I make these things, that's pretty cool. I think that's a fun thing to, because no, people don't know how things are made necessarily. Like, you get the concept, you see the parts and pieces, but until you really think about how things go together to make a final product, like, you know, unless you're sitting there watching like the how it's made programs, you know, you're not really going to get a good feel or view of how, you know, how that actually works out. So this is okay. This piece has a wrinkle in it that I'm not really happy with, so I'm going to replace it with another piece. Sometimes the surface area of the leather will make it where it's, I don't know, I guess it's hard to describe, but if you bend it a certain way, you'll visibly see that it has wrinkles on the surface, but those wrinkles might not necessarily go away. So I'm gonna go and click out quickly here. Quickly click another piece. Oh wait, I had a spare. Look at that, I outsmarted myself. All right, so on color 5 of 6. Yeah, they're really pretty, and then I also like trying to offer things not only black and chrome for the hardware.
So after I pick the box, what do I do?
You have it in a box, you can put all the finished ones in the box. Are all your quantities right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's all good.
So I already selected the box on the screen. Now I need to do what?
You're just gonna step to the next.
So like, there's nothing else to say once I select the box number?
No, shouldn't be. Let's see where you're at here. You've got a box. You've got the pieces are all correct. Yeah, you just physically now put them in a box and you say step. And then for me, I'm gonna go ahead and allocate these out. So now we got them for convention. That's not the right keyboard for that. Ooh, wow. 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 98, 99. 99 roses. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. That is so many. That is so many roses. Thank you, thank you. I wish I could see what your other English username is, because the kanji is so small. I mean, I can read a little bit of kanji, but that's so small I can't even see it. So I don't even know what to call you properly. But thank you. Thanks, Goat. That's your...
Yeah, dude, I took yours. I didn't realize it was one.
Yeah, there should be duplicates. There should be 2 full complete stations if everything is correct, which is not always, but...
I was wondering why Coca-Cola was making prison shanks.
Yeah. No, I really am a fan of the OG like ice picks, and so I collect them for a little bit too. Yeah, these ones say Fox Ice and Coal Company. So like for people that used to get the big block of ice delivered, you thought the Iceman comes to your house and delivers ice, and you put it in your ice box and you pull it out and chip it. Like that was before my time. I just know what those things were from being a zillennial. So. A zillennial. Yeah, I actually didn't realize until fairly recently. Like I know that there's Gen Xers and then there's millennials. Well, for the people that are in that little like bridge of time between when, you know, the before times when you would, you know, had like the pre .com and dial-up modems and all the, you know, online existence, the tiny screens I call it. And so there's that small gap there. There's now called zillennials, or I don't know when that term was coined, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. All right, so all the pieces have now been beveled. I'll need to grab some 1/2-inch pieces, which I have over here. And we're gonna cut these to length. And so these I think are 4 inches. And then we're gonna get some hardware and we're gonna start installing some rings, which is definitely one of my favorite parts of this collar. Like doing the final assembly, great, whatever. But actually making the waterfalls I find is very fun. All right, so I got 6 collars. I'm just gonna do 3 cuts of each of these, and then that should at least get me most of the way there. So 1, 2, and 3. I need 3 more. Yeah, I like these collars a lot. 4 and 8. Awesome. And then one more for good measure. That's a pretty good size. All right. And I had just enough. Like I had 4 and like maybe a quarter on this one. So can't cut it much closer than that. Perfect. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody showing up and supporting me today. Doing the stream on multi has been a little bit of a challenge for me, and trying to get all the things playing together nicely has been hard. So the fact that I can do this and share this experience with you is oh so appreciated. And we will continue to strive to make it better for everybody, and I'll figure out how to fluff and integrate the TikTok chat somehow, even if it means getting a Windows laptop. Hey Andy, welcome back. I am still working on the same collars, but making some progress. I'll just need to go and nip around the corner and grab some rings here in a minute. It's gonna be, let's see, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. Pretty sure. And I don't have any of those sizes at my desk, so I will need to go grab them. All right, let's go and grab some of those. Go over here to our wall of hardware of the things. And the rings I keep all over down here. I'll start with these. 3 1/2 inch nickel plate. I feel like I have an open bag. No, this is a zip pouch bag. 3 black powder coat, 1.5 inch. 3 black 2 inch rings. My 2 inch rings for those are over there. And I already have those at the table. So, and then finally 3 3 inch rings and 3 black powder coat 3 inch rings. Okay, these are all the rings that I need for the project. Put final work on a song, bet, heck yeah. Eager to check it out, see what you got going on. All right, that's a pretty good view, right? Decent. All right. Pixie Foofy. Is there really a Pixie Foofy here? That'd be great if so. Hey, it's Pixie Foofy. Hey, welcome. I'm making some collars today, showing everybody how I do the waterfall cage collar, which is kind of a special build. So the only other thing I think I want to do that I have not really done with these yet, standard, is to skive the end a little bit. I started putting skiving on some of the leather. It was a new tool that I got a while ago, and it's been pretty nice for reducing the thickness of the leather and making it where if I have multiple different layers I'm putting together, usually like a 3-layer collar at the most, this will help make it, it's like debulking it a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier to work with. Say I've got rivets that I need to go through multiple pieces, make sure that they're gonna set a little better. It's just a quality point overall. Also good for comfort if it's gonna be on something that's gonna be next to your skin. So as far as tools in the toolkit, I really do enjoy that. Appreciate your help today, Goat. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll be home in a little while. Still want to do them tacos though. Got me hungry now. All right, these are all skived down now. We'll rinse and repeat and do it all again tomorrow. Okay, so the first thing I do with these, I tend to do, oh, of course, this piece is a little surface flaw on it. All right, that one's got to go. Let's do a replacement and get that going quick. Then we'll continue on. All right, back to the 4-inch cut piece. Replace the one that I needed to. Great. All right, all good. Bloop. All right, I got a little bit of time left. but not a lot of time. I want to try to finish some of these off, but I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get with that. I'll do my best. That's all I can do. Maybe I'll finish off at least one so you can see it. Time goes pretty quick when you're doing leatherwork, I will say. Oh, of course, the one other part. So these are made for a variety of collar options, and you can use these even as plates. However, what I'm going to be doing is putting a line down the middle of these. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take, oop, caught it, my single tube punch and add in a row in the middle. I don't mark these ones, I just kind of visually center them. It's pretty good. As long as you've got a fairly accurate eye and hand, then you can add on the third row in there. So now it's got a part for the rings to sit in. Okay, so we'll get this. Song you put in Discord is named Leave My Mark, not my name. Bet. I will take a look. Thanks for posting it, Andy. All right. So I'll just do these with all of them at the same time. Once again, I like to tend to do these in a batch. It makes working with them a bit easier because then you don't have to like stop, and every time you pick up and put down tools, it tends to slow the process down. Let's take a white death trap home. There you go. Pawstar jacket is cute. Where can you get it from? Oh, Pixie Foofy. That's a great question. I'm not currently making them, although I've had a lot of people interested in both the print hoodie as well as work shirts. And so we have discussed bringing them back at some point. And I think I'd like to, as more people inquire about things, I'm more likely to make them. So I would not be opposed. Hey, Kuro. My wallet? What you do with my wallet?
I need to see what the business cards look like.
Oh, I don't know if I have any in here. Like this?
Yeah, that's all I need to see.
Okay.
And I need yours, not this.
Oh, mine are in my desk. You see them up on that little holder there? Up on the left where all the folders and stuff are at.
I've seen a bunch, but I don't see your corporate.
My corporate card's in there.
Is it the same front?
No, it's the other way. Instead of like the verticals, it's a horizontal front. There's both of them in there. You just pick around, you'll see them. Yeah, in fact, I need to reload. Thank you for reminding me. No, it's not going to happen. You'll need to push for it. Raccoon's too busy. You need to really advocate and get stuff going. Yeah, Kuro is interested in getting business cards for their, I guess, the referral program that we have too. So that way, the idea is you have a referral program, you have a code that's specifically tied to you, and people give it out. They get a discount, and then you get like half of that back. So say they got 10%. Oh yeah, I could probably hype those too. Yeah, let me put this guy down, and they're flying, they're flying. No, you're gonna take that to, you don't even wear them.
How could I? Because I don't have it.
You don't even wear the things you don't have. Okay, so teaser time. So these, I almost need to back up to show you the glory of these things. Are pretty amazing, okay. We did a short run of these. They didn't make it in time for Halloween last year, but these are the zombie possum tails. They come in purple as well. And so we were just, since we're at the horror con, I'm like, you think we can make some zombie possum tails for the, I know, I'm excited for these. So these are available. I think we might have them on the website now as zombie possum tails. Are they available right now? Well, we have them in store. I have them at the Milwaukee. Ash wants one for sure. And they come in purple too. Everybody else does.
We don't have a full one in purple right now. It's like we got the.
Yeah, I get the parts. I get samples of them, and we're also making them in minis too, with the little squeakers in them. So those are coming. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Take them away.
I'll take them. Bye. Mine now.
No, not yours now. We need to sell those. Okay. Where was I at? Yeah. You made thorn thighs too. They're sitting on the mannequin. Gonna make you go broker than you already are. We do that to a lot of people. Pawstar is dangerous to people's wallets, so I've heard. And I mean for myself too. Like I come up with some pretty elaborate stuff for myself, and usually I'm like, okay, let's just get this, and then people want us to make that. We do our best to obviously make everything we can. Some things, they're very intricate, and we're like, okay, well, that's not going to be made again. That's just too much work. Okay, so that part's done. I'm going to start installing the rings. We'll take a Coffee Fox break here. Harper Prudence, hello. Welcome, welcome. We're making some collars today and hanging out. How you doing? All right, nothing new in TikTok. I have to go back and forth between 2 different screens, so I'm figuring it out. Save some money for Indie Comic Con. I wish I was going, Ash. It'd be fun to go and pal around for a little bit. I don't know if we even applied or we're going, but actually ICC was pretty solid of a show for us, so I would not be opposed. All right. So, and I guess since I'm working on the black ones here, I'll need to grab a couple of the trays of my black rivets. And these ones I just kind of put in one at a time. All right, so the base and the cap on this. And these ones, I've skived these before. This makes it easier to work with for the rivet, but then also here's what they look like. So that's the bottom part of where the collar will be. I'm wearing black, so obviously, when all your clothes are black, that type of thing. But it does look really good when they're all together. And then, so that part goes in, and then we'll take our 2-inch ring. That's gonna be our next ring up. Install that. And my hole punch here. It's June. Oh, yeah, June's gonna be rough, kiddo. Yeah, we're at a lot of prides in June, and this year I feel like it'll be extra important for us to make sure that we hit a lot of the bigger, bigger, and then also I guess we'll see what gas prices look like, but a lot of regional prides, like we only want to hit a lot of the ones that are by us, because you want to make sure that everybody gets representation. We can kind of give people opportunity to get the flags and the other things to do, and also just to show up to show our support too. We're not an LGBT company for nothing. All right. Ooh, Ember. Went to our place on Sunday. Oh, thank you. Did you come up from Anime Milwaukee? So you must be a local, right? We are going to have our event, our game night is coming up next Friday. So for whoever's interested, we do have an event going on. It's going to be from 5 to 9 o'clock here at Pawstar HQ. We're going to have games, snacks, and yeah, it's free to attend. Just come out and play some games. Come hang out with us at the Pawstar HQ. Have a good time. All right, so I'm gonna step this one out so you can see it, and I'll do the rest of them all at the same time so it's not just like having to go back and forth with the camera. So this is a finished full-on waterfall piece. So this can be a central point of the collar. I love these so much. Like, making them is really fun. Does take a little bit of specific handwork. I mean, it's like I've trained people to make these before, and you've kind of gotta learn by doing. It's hard to really describe the techniques for making it. Like, I can, but yeah, usually the best way to do it is just learn by doing. Like we do with so many things here. You still want a bell from me? Heck yeah. No, we can help you out with that. Ash is not going to a Pride. Your father was the Texas Roadhouse mascot for the Pride near you in 2024. Nice. Heck yeah. So is that for the Indie Pride? I wanted to check out Indie Pride, actually. See how that goes. Pawstar HQ is so far away. It's okay, Pixie Foofy. We'll try to see if we can have some other opportunities to meet and hang out. What conventions do you go to? In fact, I guess this is a general question for chat and all. Like, what conventions do you go to that you would like to see us at? Obviously, we get to as many as we can. We have a very busy show schedule, and there's some weekends that are heckin' impossible to get a hold of us. Like the last weekend of July and August, my birthday weekend, but also it's Gen Con. I will always be going to Gen Con forever, so if there's other shows that want to have us, like, maybe. And it's kind of ironic, so we're actually triple booked this weekend, or that weekend for this year. So on that weekend, we have Otakon, which is the East Coast. It used to be in Baltimore, now it's in Washington, D.C. That's Anime Con. And then Gen Con And we also were able to get into Anthro Weekend Utah this year, which I'm really excited for us as a company. I really am. But I'm also a little sad because I don't get to see my friend Sakari Husky. They're out there too, and I got to see them at FWA last year. But yeah. Ooh, normally Colossal Con, but you're going to do Sakai Con. Gotcha. Colossal Con is something we've been trying to get into for a while, but we've never really been successful at it. We keep getting waitlisted. So we'll keep trying now. Like, we definitely would like to be a part of that show. Let's see. Skylar needs a rat tail. Heck yeah. No, I don't know if you saw, I had the zombie possum tails on here a moment ago, but I do have these. These serve really well as rat tails. Right now we only offer them in like a couple of the shades, like a brown, a gray, and a black. Those work really well for rat tails. But aside from that, we did make a limited run of the zombie possum tails. So those we did for the horror convention this weekend up in Milwaukee at the Baird Center. Aw, yeah, July 31st, you're right. Aw, I share the same thing with Biscuit. Oh, I got the same birthday as Biscuit. Cute. You need a lion tail from Applejack. Oh, zombie possum. All right, zombie possum coming back. So you could use this as a zombie rat tail too. So that'd be really fun. They're all wiggly and they got bones. So they're fun. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, we've done some Galaxy Cons for sure. They're pretty fun. If I make it out to GalaxyCon, I would try. I think we have maybe one of them on the books. I remember there's a bunch of Galaxy Cons. They're kind of all over, so I remember that. I remember that they got those. What is going on with this? Is it the rivet or the cap? Like, it is not wanting to set for me. Let's try another set. Sometimes, well, the black powder coat on my rivets is a little bit, I guess what's the word? There's the amount of material on the actual post causes them to, like, they're harder to set, but when they set, they're set. They're not. Ooh, headphones dead. Go charge your headphones, Andy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hope to see you soon. All right, so we'll get these going, and then do 2-inch ring. Oof. Yeah, some of these, heck. Just because there's so much leather in a way, I almost need to set the bottom ring independently, and then I can continue on to the other rings. It just, yeah, it's a lot of tension that leather is under, so it wants to like pop free. Yeah, in a year or two to go to Gen Con. 2 or 3 years? Okay, so not a 2025, or 2026. 2025 is over. Get over it. So not 2026, but maybe 2027 or 2028. Ash, is that what you're thinking about? Looking more realistic? That's okay. We'll still be doing our thing, hanging out, so we'll have it at some point. Quick question, do you know how to make plush toys? Applejack, yeah, we've done plush. Unfortunately, the hard part about plush is there's a lot of stitches that go on to make those things, and so for the price of that, it's really hard to make plush domestically just because the labor cost on them is really high. The same thing goes actually with hip bags and the side pouches. We even started to make some DSF prototype side pouches for this year for Dark Force. We've only made 3 so far. They're still kind of work in progress, but they take a long time to make. Obviously.
Do you want one of the cubes? I'll go get one out of the store.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, if we had one at hand, that's fine, but no need to go on a goose chase. So 2027, 2029. Okay. I mean, we're not going anywhere, so you know we'll have our time to hang out. It's all good. Something to look forward to for sure. Let's see, end up doing GalaxyCon. You want to buy something new? Heck yeah. What would you be interested in purchasing? We've been doing a lot of R&D lately and making some really fun new products. As I just showed you, like with the zombie possum stuff, we have a lot of cool, fun color swaps in the works. We have more color swaps than we even had a chance to make yet. Like the list for making them even to be photographed for the website is long. I think we got like 30 or 40 color swaps in queue. Ash wants shark stuff. I'm not surprised. And that's all good though. We've had a lot of requests for sharks, especially in 2026. So we might do like a summer fun critter collection. That'd be kind of cool. All right, another waterfall complete. 2 of 6. So I'll do the final black one and we'll move on to all the chrome ones after that. There we go. Yeah, there's a bunch. And by the time we get around to the shows, I know that we are still developing new stuff in between all the other stuff. We're talking about it. It's definitely come up more than once. And since we already make the dragon tails, it'd be very similar to that because it has the flat base for where you wear the tail. So yeah, it's got different options for wearing for sure. Yes, Pixie Foofy, we do make paw feet, but we don't normally have them for regular stock. There's only one critter in the company that makes them right now, and they are really hard on their paws to make. So we're trying to re-envision the pattern making process so they're not so rough on the hands. But then two, so I guess shorter answer, we do have them, but they're all made to order now. So you can order them, we make them, and they go over your shoe, and they have like a shoe soling in the front, and they have a mid strap like elastic in the middle, so that they stay on your feet. So we got them, and I think they're color swaps. They're not cheap, they're a lot to make, but I guess even what people tell me is that the pricing for them is very reasonable for what the paw feet are on the market. As a lot of our stuff tends to be, just because we have a little bit higher production capacity, because most people are just, you know, artists and crafters sitting in whatever shops or, you know, home basement they have or whatever they're doing for their home store. And that's perfectly good. I mean, that's where we started as well, and completely valid, no, not knocking it at all. But I think that we're just able to take a little bit more of advantage of the economy of scale when we make our stuff. And that's why we offer things for a better price, and that's nothing wrong with that. Like, I want to be able to offer good products to people for a decent price. Like, nothing wrong with any of that. I'm here to support the community at the end of the day, so if I can help someone to realize themselves in a little bit of a new and fun, better way, and have to interact with somebody and give more opportunities for, you know, inviting fun conversation with somebody else, like, I'm here for that. Always happy to bring smiles to people's faces, even if I'm just being a silly doof doing it. But yeah, if you really do need the feet paws, we can make them currently. I think they're on the website as the Color Swap Fluffy Foot Paw Cover. That's a mouthful, but it's there. Let's see what else we're coming out. Almost 8 p.m. Oh, well, for you, which is, yeah, it's for me, I do my 7s, and you're just over the border, so you're of the East Coast time zone. So I probably will call it at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Just list all the time zones. Okay, I got a couple of the chrome ones. Those are actually going to be a little bit easier to see. We'll see if we can crank out a couple of those, and then we'll call it. These do take a while, but they're really cool collars. And it's been really fun being able to hang out with everybody. This has been a really cool session for the fact that I was able to, one, meet some new people, and two, be able to, for the first time, be on 3 platforms at once. Like, that's pretty magical. So appreciate everybody's support with helping me out with doing that and helping us grow the channel as well as our social media. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate every last one of you. I really do. I don't just say those kind of things lightly. All right. So I'm going to be spending tomorrow, I think I'm going to go do a little bit of thrifting. I want to see if I can find some fun stuff for both for the studio as well as for the upcoming game night. So we're going to try to hit, I need more seating and I need more table space. So I was able to get some things there. So we have a couple other benches, but I need to get some surfaces for people to play games at. Yeah, 1800 military time, 6 p.m. 2000 is 8 p.m. Yeah, you need to add 12 to get the right time. So you're looking at, what you just said is 6 o'clock p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. would be 2000. I don't know how it's said when you get to that. You don't say like o'clock. It's kind of funny thinking about like how English language says like o'clock, like 12 o'clock. Like, you know, who speaks that way? But it's sure is parts of our language that definitely stuck. All right, so let's set this one. Yeah, you almost got to hold these in place and then step them down because there's a lot of force to hold these things in place. And the rivets, well, they do a really good job of like kind of holding things generally in place. There's a lot going on there when I put these things together. So they need a little bit of extra Fox help to get them there. OneDeterminedVixen.com. Oh, the clock. I know, isn't it weird? Just like, you don't really think about it because it's just so, okay, sure, we've been doing this forever and ever. When you think about like Jack-o'-lantern is from like that type of thing. You make your math teacher laugh when you say duh. That's funny. Oh, Coyote. Hey, Coyote. What's the nickname? Oh, so my nickname, I go by Fox or Kitsu Noir, are the ones I typically do. On our Discord, I'm Kitsu Noir. Other than that, Fox, some people call me DarkFox. I've been using that as a moniker forever and ever. So those are like basically my Sona names, DarkFox, Shadowpaws, and Kitsu Noir. So that's kind of what I go by. My actual real name is Fox too, so that makes it a little bit easier for people to remember. All right. Yeah, I know. As I was hoping that we'd have more time to hang out, but I do want to make sure I get some home time. I got to practice some more taiko songs because my new taiko sensei, well, I was interested because I played very well at the show, so they said, and they wanted to know a little bit more about my repertoire. And so I told them about the songs I had learned from my previous training with my other group. And so I counted, I think I know like 21 songs now with everything that I just learned. So I picked up 3 and now I'm at 21. And so they want to know more. And so I might try to share some songs. So I need to make sure I review some of my songs that I know to make sure that I'm faithfully representing what I want to share and show people. So it's exciting. No, the fact that I can have a chance to learn something, and it is so much practice and practice and practice and practice. It's like, it's a lot. But for me, it's very satisfying to look at it and continue to like drill down and make sure that I'm getting more and more finished and polished with the kata and the musicality of it. There's a lot of elements. Instead of just like being like a traditional drum kit, you've got a lot of different elements to consider, and it's very visually impressive to look at, especially when everybody's on stage and doing it at the same time. Ooh, new necklace. Yes, please. New necklace. Who this? Show me the necklace, please. Anybody else there on Kuro? Oh, Kuro saying Fox Ann, Fox Keisha, Fox Arena, Foxy, Mama Fox, Fox Mama, Fox Pita. You're funny. Yeah, Kuro has many nicknames for me. And depending, and of course, when customers walk into the store, they ask a question, so she's a call for some backup support, and calls me these things over the phone, to which customers usually get a snarky little laugh out of it. So, but it's all in fun. I don't mind at all, as long as it's said, you know, lovingly and not when like, you know, derogatorily. Then I'm fine with it. It's like I always try to make sure that I treat people with respect, and I don't like I snark sometimes, but is never really made in any amount of meanness at all, you know. I feel like maybe at one point in my life I may have been a little bit more callous of a critter, but living the life I have led has caused me to, I guess, become a better person. Experiences tend to do that, and especially traveling around, meeting people and, you know, living life, having a lot of both good points and hard points to get through, and parts you kind of grit your teeth through and parts you enjoy. It then tends to make a more layered critter overall. So I would say. Just you on Twitch? It might be, and that's okay. We're still growing all this, so I think I'll have to be streaming quite a bit and more consistently to continue to have progress on there, and that's fine. Like, I've just been very busy lately, but as I continue to get things figured out and it becomes a little bit easier for me to continue to roll out, I think I'll have a lot more success. The fact that overall, even though you're the only one here on Twitch at the moment, Ash, that other people are in other channels too, and so by aggregate, I still think I'm probably reaching a few more. Although, I don't know, lately I don't think that TikTok's had a lot of love for me, so we'll see. I'll see if I can get that figured out. I still don't know why. I'm like literally saying nothing and they're still giving me the same bogus error. And then I end my stream and then it's like, oh, yep, all good. So I don't know. Life's weird, man. All right, that's 6. And it's now 7 o'clock. So 1900 my time. So I'm gonna sign off. Appreciate you. Ooh, Mortimer Train Brain here lurking, bouncing between 2 computers and 5 programs. Oh my word. Thank you. I appreciate being your momentary background sound, even for a moment, even as I get close to signing off. It's good to see you, Train Brain. Hopefully you've been good. It's been a minute since we spoke. All right. And Sophia Vittoria, hello, welcome. And Pixie Poofy signs off. And thank you. So appreciate everybody for joining me today. Thank you so much for your support. And hopefully I get to catch you on another stream. I'll try to see. I don't know if I'll be able to make it tomorrow because I've got to work up in at the convention. But I'll try for next week to hop on so we can all hang out and have a little bit of time. Once again, thank you so much. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe to us, and help us grow this channel. We are people powered. We don't have any other sponsors, so you are the one who makes the difference here. So thanks so much. Appreciate you all supporting us. Bye, everybody. Take care now.